Professor Yehuda Kahane has reached his outstanding performance only by working constantly under pressure. He was born in Jerusalem before the establishment of the State of Israel. His parents have immigrated from Czechoslovakia to Israel in the 1920s. They settled in Talpiot, a completely uninhabited area between Jerusalem and Bethlehem. His father established one of the first veterinary clinics that served mainly the Arab population. His mother was a kindergarten teacher. Yehuda's teenage hobbies were hiking, archaeology, and Olympic shooting. This period developed curiosity, self-confidence, independence, determination, and the ability to aim at hard-to-reach targets.
I suppose that there are those who will say he had it easy, had it made in fact, before he'd even
Professor Kahane is an economist, statistician, has a PhD in finance, and is a life and general insurance actuary. He's a professor of insurance and finance at the Faculty of Management of Tel Aviv University in Israel. In addition, he heads the Akirav Institute for Business and the Environment.
When no one wants to listen, when no one really cares what's going
Over more than 4 decades, Professor Kahane focused on insurance education while teaching at major universities around the world. Some even called him the Israeli Hibner, after the pioneer of insurance education in the USA. Professor Kahane established and headed the first and only academic school of insurance in Israel. He started and directed other programs such as the CLU program, the actuarial studies program, and many executive development programs. In addition, he ran the Erard Insurance Center and assisted in the formation of actuarial groups in several countries. Professor Kahane has significant contribution to the theory of insurance. The Journal of Risk and Insurance ranked Kahane among the most prolific researchers in insurance in the 1980s. During that period, he focused mainly on his pioneering works on the simultaneous balancing of the assets and liabilities portfolios. These models help to lay the foundation of theories of insurance rate making, reserving, regulation, and solvency. It laid down the foundation to enterprise risk management. He has important theoretical contributions also in the application of multiple regression and data mining techniques for the insurance rate making. Other areas of research are automobile insurance, natural hazards, inflation, pension, life insurance, and environmental risks. Professor Kahane has published a lot and served on the editorial boards of the leading academic journals in insurance and risk management. The recent book, Risk Management for Enterprises and Individuals, co-authored with Professor Eti Baranov and Pat Brockett, is probably the first internet textbook in insurance.
The insurance field is very broad and is connected to most aspects of life. I liked focusing on works with practical applications. I was fortunate to favorably affect the lives of hundreds of millions of people around the world.
For example, Kahane was involved in the formation of agriculture insurance to enable financing the agriculture sector and thereby increasing food production in the entire Latin America continent. Another practical contribution was as a co-initiator of the balanced pension funds that replaced the union's pension funds in Israel. In parallel to the academic arena, Kahane is an active business entrepreneur. He is a co-founder and director of Ituran, a company specializing in location-based services mainly for cars. He was a director of the New Dimension software, which made software to control the world's largest computer centers. He is also heavily involved in the formation, investment, and management of many startup companies in a variety of areas, such as electronics, medical device, pharma, communication, and mobile parking. He is a co-owner of several technological incubators. Professor Kahane participates and leads several voluntary activities for visually impaired people, children with special needs, combating traffic accidents, and helping the Palestinian Authority increase their food production through the use of agriculture insurance. Professor Kahane reached the conclusion that the environmental risks are the major threat to the survival of mankind, and devotes most of his time to this area. Let us hear what he has to say about it.
The accelerated industrialization of the world creates pressures on our resources and on the delicate ecological balance of our planet. This creates a most serious and urgent threats on mankind's existence, far beyond just the global warming. This happens since the invisible hand that sets the prices in our capitalistic system fails in setting the prices of our common property. We should redefine our objectives. Instead of just maximization of profit and the per capita GDP, we must assure that societal, economic and environmental objectives are jointly met to assure the sustainability of our planet. Sustainability, that is, trying to minimize our footprints by being more eco-efficient, is only an interim goal. We should go beyond sustainability, that is, create a positive change rather than just reduce the evil. Insurers and financial institutions as major players in the capital market should strive for more. We should change the underwriting and investment practices and should give preferential treatment to environmental friendly businesses. Surprisingly, it is also the most profitable and worthwhile step to take. I believe we must change the way we do business. We must urgently decouple economic growth from the generation of waste and pollution. Otherwise, we shall be asked by our children and grandchildren, where have you been in 2011? Can we do that? Yes, we can.